And good afternoon, boys and girls. Time again for Campbell Corner on Pioneer 90.1. Do you realize this program has been on the air here on Pioneer for 7 years?
Wow.
7 years.
I'm impressed.
Charlotte Helgeson's impressed. When she's impressed, that's a really big deal, boys and girls. Welcome back to Pioneer.
Thank you.
Lots of things to talk about again today, this last day of February. We'll check our list here. Number 1, this reminder coming up tonight, which I didn't know about until now. Meet the Harp, H-A-R-P. Meet the Harp is tonight at 6. Please tell me more. What is that?
We have a harpist who will be coming into the library who not only knows how to play it and will play it for us, but she will also let people try it out. See what being a harpist is about, what it's like. Just even sitting near one, I don't think a person realizes how much space a harp actually takes up. It's not a tiny instrument,
No.
but it's just gorgeous music. So it should be wonderful.
So the performer, the harpist, is from where?
She's from a music academy, so
Really?
she's studied in a professional manner.
Oh.
And will be sharing her instruction and her love for the harp.
Is that the academy near Red Pepper East? Maybe not. No,
Maybe
different academy.
You're right.
So this is free.
Right.
No cost.
No cost.
Everyone's welcome to attend.
Everyone's
Young,
encouraged.
old, encouraged. Yeah, young, old,
Yes.
and come on in. That begins at 6. Runs about how long would you say?
An
maybe?
hour.
An hour? All right, very good. At the Campbell Library. Meet the Harp is tonight. Number 2, Tech Help. That is a very important feature of Campbell Library. And define that for me. What is Tech Help?
Well, that's our very own Mel, who has one of the study rooms reserved from 9:30 to 10:30 on Tuesday mornings. And if you're having trouble figuring out how to get an ebook, or if you just cannot figure out how to get your email up on your laptop, bring it in. He can help you work through that. He is not going to fix your equipment.
Right.
There are no devices that we want him taking apart. He will show you how to use it to the best of his ability. There's a lot of different devices out there.
Yeah.
And, it's a first come, first serve. So if there are 4 or 5 people, you may have to take turns, or maybe you can learn from each other. Sometimes it's the same topic.
Sure. Okay.
Otherwise, he has a full hour that we have allowed him to just be available to the public.
That's every Tuesday morning.
That's right. At
From
9:30.
9:30 until 10:30. And to emphasize that point, Mel does not carry a hammer or a saw or a screwdriver.
No.
He doesn't fix computers. He fixes problems. There's a difference, right? By the way, hello, Mel. I know he listens every week.
That's right.
He's a loyal listener. All right. Tech Help on Tuesdays, every Tuesday morning from 9:30 until 10:30. Do you have to have a reservation for that? No?
If you call in advance, if
Okay.
it's a project or a problem that you think might be complicated,
Right.
you can certainly forewarn him, but it's not necessary.
Okay. All right. Number 3, a big art exhibit coming up soon, and entries are being taken fairly soon?
At this point, we're gathering those who will be in the community art exhibit. So those people who we know who come in the library, who have told us they're participating in some kind of art form, we're getting after them saying, you need to put your name in, give us a sample, give us a picture. But there are a lot of artists out there who we have not met yet. And it might be a student here at Northland. It might be a teacher who goes home and paints on the weekend to relax. It might be your grandchild who is creating something amazing and no one has seen it.
A first grader named Greta. You never know.
It could very well
Yes.
be. And we want a sample, a picture. If it's online someplace, let Andrea know. She'll take a look and say, sounds great. You can have so many of them, so many different pieces, depending upon how many artists we might have actually participate.
Okay, so to be clear now, which is at times difficult for me, the entries are being accepted now.
They are being reviewed and accepted.
Okay.
Not physically.
All right.
So you send a picture, somehow identify this is my art that I would like to put into the exhibit that will happen in April.
And then that's reviewed, and then the person is contacted?
Yes.
And given a thumbs up?
That's right.
Okay. And the exhibit's when?
Will be in April.
In April.
All the details about when to bring your work in, how to have it so that we can hang it on the wall, or if it's a sculpture, what kind of labeling we need. All of those details will go once you've had your art approved.
Okay. And by April, the snow will be gone.
Okay,
Maybe.
I'm crossing
Maybe.
fingers over here.
I can't guarantee it, but I have a good feeling on that one. Kind of. There's a definite statement. All right. So again, that exhibit is coming up very soon. And contact Campbell with your entry and be a active something. I lost my train of thought again. I'll be spending time cutting that part out. Number 4, new books. And again, you brought new books with you?
I did.
Okay.
And my staff and the volunteer at the front desk were a little entertaining as I told them what books I was bringing. Because the first book I'm going to talk about is The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning. How to free yourself and your family from a lifetime of clutter. So this is a prep for your death
I see.
in kindness for your family so that they do not have to deal with your personal and often others will consider clutter.
So this book is brand new.
It is brand
Okay.
new, and it gives you all kinds of little tidbits. We all have someone elder in our homes and our families that have things that we may not know what to do with at some point.
Right.
And to have that discussion is not an easy thing.
No.
You go back to our parents, our grandparents' ages, and that is not something you talked about.
No.
That's just off limits.
Like a handshake was off limits.
Well, yes, in my Scandinavian family, that'd be a little touchy.
Very true. Anyway.
Well, one of the topics in here is how to discuss the topic of death cleaning, which is
Okay.
how do you bring this up to adults?
Right.
We used to be so polite and so very tactful that there was no humanly way to bring it up to an elder.
Minnesota nice.
Yes.
That's where it came from, right?
It's humorous.
Okay.
It's simple. It's tiny.
And it's
you can
brand
see,
new.
and it's brand new.
All right.
Now, on that topic of keeping things,
Mm-hmm.
on deciding what is important to get rid of and hold close.
Right.
My next book is called Smoke,
That's it?
the Donkey.
You got me.
I did, didn't I?
Got me. Really.
Now, this is a story about Colonel John Folsom, and it's written by his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And when he served in Iraq, he woke up one day to find a donkey had been tied outside of his sleeping quarters.
Oh.
Well, the donkey became a buddy with all the people he worked with there.
Mm-hmm.
One day he ate a cigarette, smoking one, got his nickname, Smoke. When they left Iraq, because he had become part of the group and part of the family,
Mm-hmm.
they worked at bringing Smoke home
Really?
to the United States.
How about that?
And I think it's interesting. So this poor donkey, raised in Iraq, went from Turkey to the United States. Sounds simple, right? At one point, it says, ready at their battle positions on the right flank. John in his room. Terry across town. Muge at the Ekeptrans, which is a livestock mover. Freeman from the U.S. Embassy in Ankara. The left flank. Paul at his Mersant International Office in Long Island, New York, J.D. Winston at SPCAI, which are the people who want to protect animals,
Mm-hmm.
headquartered in Manhattan. It was reminiscent of a Marine Corps unit under attack by an overwhelming enemy. In a last-ditch effort to keep from being overrun, the warriors sent their ammo flying everywhere.
In other words, a lot of work.
A lot of
to
work.
get that donkey over here.
And their ammo was words and
Yes.
cooperation. It
Yes.
wasn't bullets.
Yes.
And yes, Smoke came to the United States.
He's living in Bel Air right now. See, a smart donkey, you got a book, there'll be a movie to follow, and that's why he's in Bel Air, California, by a pool right now. The American dream. Well, Charlotte, thank you so much. And to find out more about this great location, what can folks do?
Call at 218-773-9121. Go to the website at egflibrary.org. Or come on in and visit.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Watch out for the snow. I had to mention that. Campbell Corner, Wednesdays just after 3 on Pioneer 90.1.